yet another episode of the Dawning Experience with Chami Moroke. On today's episode, re tlo kena mo kgang ya the film industry, and I've got an amazing lady o e le gore o tlo mpolelela so much about it. Le gore, how has it been, this industry, and how is it going? But before we get into that, let me just remind you that this production is brought to you by Dreamstream Studios. If you want to book studio space, all you have to do is just dial the number that is appearing right now and also hit them up on their social media platforms, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Sabona Sister Nompumelelo.
Ninjani?
Ngiyaphila wena.
Ngiyaphila.
Ngikuthanda.
Nami ngiyakuthanda.
Ngiyazincengela yabona. Are you okay, sister?
I'm okay. How are you?
I am blessed. Yeah. I am blessed. Let's just take this moment ukuthi uzazise ukuthi ubani.
Okay, mina nguNompumelelo Nkabinde. Ngi-producer lokhuzana igama le-company ethi Njabulo Media. Yes.
Yeah, so as usually on this show, I love to get into upbringing of the guests, that get to know each other. Ukhulelephi and ukhule kanjani?
Okay, I grew up in KZN, emakhaya.
Yeah.
Danawuz. Indawo ebizwa ngokuthiwa iFabris. That's where I grew up. And ngangena esikolweni eFabris ngasuka khona ngaya emfundweni, and then from then that's when I came to Joburg.
And Joburg, the city lights then.
Hey, Joburg. When I got here, it was difficult. I'm not gonna lie, it was very, very difficult. And because now I had nothing, just only my matric. So I needed to start looking for a job, and after that, I got a job. Being instructor, being fundisa abantu learners license driving school, and then after that, I found a contact center. Then after that, I kathala, and then I stopped, and then I stayed at home. I stayed at home looking for a job again, and then after that, I got a job. When you, by God's grace, when you know God, when you pray,
Indeed.
God answers. Because my first job, the way I got it even today, is still amazing. I still, like, I don't believe how I got it. I was just coming from church. Then I got a call on a Sunday that there's an interview that I need to go to. Then when I went for an interview, I was even very late.
Yes.
But by God's grace, they said, no, we're looking for you. You are young. You've got the energy. You've got everything. You can just go and start. That's how I started.
It was your time. God's timing is always perfect.
I'm telling you, he's never late.
Yeah. So, something that shocked me. Okay, you've been also in the banking industry for, is it 15 years?
Yeah, more than.
Ooh.
So don't ask my age. Yeah, Zibambe.
I need to behave themselves.
Zibambe, please, we have to.
Okay, I'm behaving. Yeah. So, banking industry, now Nompumelelo getting into film.
Yeah, when it comes to filming, I love movies. I love movies. So just one day, 2013, 2014, somewhere there, we were sitting in Baba Sendlini, and we were just talking about our scripts and movies and all of that, and then we started writing. So he was like, we can do this, and he, even right now, he's the one doing most. He's the man of the house. He must do everything. So yeah, that's how we started. 2014, 2015, we wrote a script, and we submitted to, I don't even know if I'm allowed to mention the names, but yeah, we submitted almost everywhere. People will come and say, okay, we love your script, we're gonna fund you, we're gonna sponsor you. And afterwards, Shem, you will follow up and follow up and follow up. They're just gonna keep on telling you one thing after another. And 2019, we thought, you know what, instead of waiting, let's trust God and do this.
Indeed.
So we shot our first movie. When we were done, it was difficult because everything was coming from us. We never got funding. We never got anything coming from us. When we done, yo, Chami, I thought we are there.
Yeah.
You just see when you see movies on TV.
Sing lab.
I thought we were there.
Yeah.
I was even sending everyone, those songs of like, I've got it now. I'm
Yes.
there. We submitted. It was a decline. They refused. They gave us a whole lot of, how can I say it? A whole lot of explanation why they are declining it. But when you don't have the knowledge, we just thought, no, this is an easy thing. You just go get the camera, you get the actors, you got the script. Then when you're done, you're done. We didn't know about how when you shoot, you need to do this and that and that and that and that. They were telling us about jump shots. They were telling us about this and that. So we didn't know. To me, it was very painful. I had sleepless night. But you're not going to believe taking that information that they gave to us. Everything that they gave to us, we took it. We're like, we're gonna shoot the second one.
Yeah.
We followed the instructions that you must do this, the storyline. Kumele balance, yonke into kumele ihambe kahle, yonke into kumele iqonde ihambe ngononino. We took all of that and then we shot Mzamo. You're not gonna believe. Mzamo right now is on DSTV.
Gosh, and doing well.
Very well. The way they were showing it on TV, even when I get to work, even when I'm at work, people are like, we've seen you on TV, we've seen you on TV. I'm like, because they just told us that the way people are loving Mzamo, they just can't stop playing Mzamo. They're playing Mzamo all the time. And for that, we are so grateful as well to the actors who came on board, because we had Usbu from Uzalo, we had Shabangu, we had a whole lot of actors who came and be like, you know what, we believe in your project, and they were with us. Sometimes, when you don't have funding, you don't shoot like maybe two scenes a day or three. You shoot from 6 a.m. maybe till 12. You understand? Ebusuku, because a budget. Limited. So they were there with us. They never complained. Hence, when you watch the movie, you just can't stop watching it. You want to watch it and watch it and watch it.
And I love the fact that you still go back to the community, your schools, and you played for Abantwana ukuthi babone ukuthi,
Yeah.
Here's an initiative. Watch.
And that now is the second one. That one is Dark Beauty now. So Dark Beauty, after Mzamo, we shot in Dark Beauty in Kagiso. And again, we are grateful to everyone who came on board. I'm grateful to my husband, German. I'm grateful
everything.
because when you are together and you're doing things together, there's no way that thing is not gonna succeed. You're gonna be successful because you are together. You understand? So we shot it Dark Beauty. Again, we tried to get funding. We were declined left, right, and center. Even though now we've got something that is showing on TV, we thought now since we've got something on TV, when we apply out, they will approve immediately. Still, they'll give you reasons. Up until today, I don't understand. So we're like, again, we're not gonna wait. As long as we've got God, God is gonna provide. And Baba came with the funds. We started shooting Dark Beauty with the actors like Abo Mamtina from the river, Abo Usbo from Uzalo, Limpopo Boy. They were all the school children. Hey, we worked with so many kids. I never thought it was going to be possible, but they just love the idea that we bring them to it. And it's not even children from one school, it's children from different schools. We told them that, you know what, this bullying, it's a crisis. So if we get children from one school, we're not going to address this issue properly. We must get children from different schools to show that they need to be together. Babambisane. They need to work together. If someone is bullying another, because these days, abantwana bayazibulala, abantwana baba traumatized, bangakwazi nokuperform esikolweni because they are being bullied. And ama-bully, they're getting away with it. So that's why we're putting it out there. And youth yethu iyayithanda media kakhulu. So mouse bafaka la babona ukuthi lento eyenzakalayo, especially there's a part le ngithanda kakhulu kwi Dark Beauty la lokhuzana makabuza uzobuhle mabambulisha and then uyeza umngani wakhe athi makabuza laba ababhizi bambulisha ukuthi if bekwenzekala kumntana kini bowuzoyenza lento na bayathula bayabhekana because that's a good question ukuthi if it was happening to someone close to you or to you were you gonna clap hands to the bully or you were not gonna like it, you were not going to like it, obviously you're gonna just stop it. So that's our message to our young ones, let them focus on studying, loving one another. And we're saying to the parents as well, let them support their children, because if a child akatholi support ekhaya uzophefoma kanjani esikolweni, if a child you are abused ekhaya uzophefoma kanjani esikolweni, angeke akhona udinga support lo muntu. Because when we grew up, it's not like now. Right now, even now, I get confused with my kids. Hey, how do we handle this now? I just get confused because is environment in the way kungakhona nje kuhlangahlangene. So bona abantwana ngokwabo it's too much for them. So mawuse ufika nawe ufika stress uba edele stress angeke bakhona. And these are our future heroes, these are our future president, our future lawyers, our future doctors. So we need to support them, we need to be there for them. But at the same time, I believe ukuthi umntwana makana 2 years 3 years once uthi hey uyazi ukuthi wrong. So high school, primary school, they know when they're doing something wrong, this is wrong. So we're just saying to them, let them love one another. Let them not treat abanye abantwana ngendlela engekho right. Abasicabangele ukuthi mayenzekala kuye uzothini. Angeke ayithande. So if angeke ayithande yenzakala kuye, don't do it to another person.
So Sis Nompumelelo, Dark Beauty, it was released when? Is it 2022?
It was released 2020. Where are we now? 2023. I told you that that's my age.
Martin's going to keep my age.
2022. 2022. They're dealing in 2022. And then this year, that's when it was released at cinemas. Stekinoko cinemas. It was other cinemas as well. But it was released in June. Yeah, during the youth month. Because the movie Abantwana Basha. So that's when it was released in June 2023. But it's 2022.
You know, through this conversation, I'm loving that you are so well grounded in terms of your spirituality. What keeps you going? What's that scripture? I go by it.
If I can tell you all of them, now I'm
just one. Because nyazi.
I don't have one. Can I give you two at least?
Be still and know that
at least two nyana.
Okay, for this,
my first one. It's Proverbs 3. Trust in the Lord. Yes. In everything you do, acknowledge Him. Indeed. When you acknowledge Him, no matter the situation you're beginning now. Mau acknowledge Jehovah, you can never go wrong. Because it says, when you trust in me, when you lean on me, I'll make your path straight. And then Matthew 6 comes and say, in everything, do not worry about tomorrow, do not worry about today, do not worry about yesterday. Just make sure that you seek Him, seek God. Indeed. Because when I look back, you understand, to where I am, I can never be able to thank God enough. That's why I'm saying, you acknowledge Him. You wake up in the morning, God, I thank you. Because if it wasn't for you, I was not going to wake up. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be where I am. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be breathing right now. So if you don't acknowledge God, things are not going to go right. And if you acknowledge God and you face those circumstances, those challenges, you know that He's got your back. You will never fail with Him. Those challenges are not there. Your God is not alive. Indeed. He doesn't sleep. He doesn't slumber. He's always awake. His angels are always watching us. His angels are always showing us the way. So if you acknowledge Him and trust Him and believe Him, definitely everything will be successful. Like igama lam Nompumelelo, success.
Thank you so much. That was so powerful. Now I want us to go in that by film and produce. What is actually the duties of a producer? Yes, speech. I'm telling my camera now
we just behind the scenes. We make sure that from the script, everything is going well from script up until ukuthola ama-actors, because you need to check everything. You have to get your actors on board abazosebenza according to the script leso zobe usibonisa. You have to make sure ukuthi people when they come for movie yakho, especially those okumele ukuthi ba-transport, bane-accommodation, banokudla, just everything. I-producer yenza everything from start till the end. You need to make sure ukuthi into yakho yenzayo into right, into nawe ozoyithanda before izophuma ema-cinemas. Wena kumele ukuthi uyibone ukuthi lento i-right and uyayithanda wena first. So i-producer yenza yonke into.
And the challenges in the, in your field.
It's very challenging. It's very challenging because, like I said earlier on, if it was yeah, Tam.
Yeah.
Yeah. The painful thing is that when you know that you've got something, our movies, we're not just entertaining. You understand? We are teaching, we are educating at the same time. So when you've got that and you look out there to our government or to the people who are supposed to be giving us the funding, and they just don't want to come on board, and you check the things or the movies or everything that they are approving, maybe out of the billions that they're getting from, because our government, they are giving these people a lot of money. And you check, it's only one or two that maybe is on TV or on cinemas. Like Dark Beauty was self-funded. That was the only South African movie that was in cinemas the month of June. And then what about those that are busy funding? And we've been applying since 2020. We've been applying. And that's the very, very, very as much as they are giving other people funding, they must check those movies that are being self-funded and say, you know what, we see your work. Your next film, let us come on board and help you. Let us fund your movie. Let us help you because you've been doing this on your own. It's very challenging because we're taking from our own pockets. So we need to adjust now and cancel this and that and that and that, because to shoot a movie is not like 100,000. It's more. It's way above. I can't even mention how much we spend. So just funding, that's the biggest challenge, because the people we get on board to work with, I'm telling you, they come and they're like, Nompumelelo, Data German, we are there. When we get actors, I remember we were nominated, we went to Mgungundlovu Film Festival. We were nominated, and then one of the questions that were asked by the people who came to watch the movie, they said, how are you getting these actors? Because the actors we are getting are the actors. Yeah. They are the actors. I'm proud of them. I'm really, really proud of them. How are you getting them? Because first of all, being in this industry is challenging. It is. Now to get actors that are so busy, they like baguma soapy, they work, because like I'm working, they're working maybe from 6 a.m. till 8 at night. How is it possible? So all I tell them that, you know what, before we even approach, like I told you earlier on, we pray to God Almighty that you've given us this idea. You know this is going to help millions of people, because bullying is not only a one country thing. It's something that is it's challenging to the whole world. So when we give them the script, they can't say no, because they can see. They just cannot say no. They can see. Yeah. You understand? So we the challenge is funding. We need funding. Stolela funding.
Speaking about challenges, I noticed something with Ama movie. I don't know if now people are doing away with your steak and go. There's no longer that hype like before. We used to rock up container, go steak and go and just fill it up. But now we no longer go there. I don't know if maybe shortages of movie and it is caused by Ama fans. Exactly. What is going on?
Exactly. A challenge because honestly, when we saw the approval that our movie is going to be in cinemas, I really, 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 really thought, you understand? Definitely people will come and watch the movie and all of that. I think the challenge is also marketing.
Okay.
Because if, Chami, you don't know that there's a movie showing, you're not going to go there and watch the movie. So we need to also, again, goes back to the funding. We need to get funds to market. Like when we were showing Lion King, cinemas were full.
Indeed.
I went there with my kids. We're standing in a very long line. Not because Lion King, but everyone knew about it. So if we get enough funding for marketing and put our posters on our movie everywhere, our trailer on TV, because we even asked one of the TV channels if they can show just the trailer.
Just
Yo,
Inky.
5 minutes was like 50,000.
Ooh.
I got that email.
Yeah.
So if you don't know about the movie, you're not going to go and watch the movie. So that's another challenge. We need to sithola abantu abazosupporta ukuthi when the movie is out, everyone knows about it and everyone is going to go and watch. But with what we got, with the support that we got, we really, really thank God as well for the people who came and supported us when the Dark Beauty was out, because the children came to watch from different schools. If they came to watch, if you can check our
Social
technology
media.
now. Exactly.
Yes.
Ngitshelile ngathi uzonginceda
Yeah.
lapho. If you can check our social media platforms and check YouTube yethu, the red carpet we had there at Stekinoko in Pretoria, Maponya Mall, people came in
That looks
numbers.
amazing.
But those are the people we could reach. You understand? Can you imagine if we went all over?
Yeah, Yvonne.
It was going to be full. Days and days and days and days. So definitely funding is needed so that we can be able to get more people to cinemas.
So what is it that the government can do better? Yes, there's funding, but there's also more in terms of maybe let's say workshops and all these things. What is it that you think the government can do?
The government, because like what you mentioned about going to the communities, that's what the government needs to do. Because when we went to Gauteng Film Commission and we show them our work, I'm not gonna lie, that was our first application that we submitted to Gauteng Film Commission. We've been focusing on these other people. Then I don't want to mention the names. And then we decided, you know what, let's go to Gauteng Film Commission. They saw, they couldn't say no. And that's why we were able to go to Diepsloot, go to the communities there. We went to Kagiso, we went to Alex to show the movie there. So that's what the government needs to do. You are right. Funding is needed, but they need to also be on board like Gauteng Film Commission. I'm proud of them and I'm forever grateful to Gauteng Film Commission because they made it possible for us to go to places where we never thought we were going to go. Because when the movie was out of the cinemas, we're like, okay, what next? Because yes, we're waiting for Netflix, we're waiting for this and that. But while we are waiting, what do we do? And then they came on board and now we've been busy going to different communities. And just to see those children, you know, there's a message that we got when we from one of the children who came to watch the movie, the ones that we took to Pretoria. Yes. They're like, this is the first time I go to the cinema, eating popcorn and just sitting and watching. That's on its own. A message as that on its own to me was like, you know what? God, we thank you for this. Because we've got, yes, we need 1, 2, 3. But where we are, we almost got it all. But there's children out there. Just to eat that popcorn, maybe that was even Emilia Lomtuana for the day. Yeah. That popcorn and that juice. We understand. So we really are grateful in Gauteng Film Commission. That's what our government needs to do. Yes. As much as they are helping Babe Nabo on board as well, sisebenza together, sibe united and we film industry. And what I always tell the children that we work with as well, Uguti, as much as you want to be a star, yes, you want to see yourself maybe go Hollywood, go kai, excel in your education first. Because tomorrow you're going to be signing a contract ungazi ukuthi usayinela
Exactly.
abantu ukuthi badle imali zakho.
Yay.
10 years down the line,
Oh,
broke like never before
Yeah.
because when azange wayofunda.
Yeah.
So education is the key. You understand? So that's why I'm saying, as much as we are in this industry, we film, we also teaching our young ones, which even before se shooter, uhlala nabo ukhulume nabo ukuthi kumele baziphathe kanje kumele bayenze kanje because bona bagijimela ukuthi mina ngifuna ukuba yi-star.
Yay.
Akazi ukuthi hey
There's a
inzima le
lot.
ndlela.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
You know, Sis Nompumelelo, I'm thinking of a young person usesikoleni studying film. Then I come to Njabulo Media. Do you also offer internship programs for that someone to come and learn and just, get the feel of it?
You know, when you talk about that, when we were shooting Mzamo, we had we asked for our auditions, ne? And there was this lady, she studied film. And I just looked at her.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the one. Before even checking when's in and this is the one. And then when we told her, congratulations. You made it. Yeah. You know what she said to me? She said, you know what? Just to say congratulations. Those are the words I've been waiting for years. Wow. Oh. Because another reason why we are in this industry, because yes, we want to see abantu ababodo ngaso sonke isikhathi, but at the same time, we need to accommodate labantu abafundayo, labantu asebeqedile, because we've got thousands. We've got thousands people who studied for filming, who studied drama. They are sitting at home. They don't know what to do. They're telling themselves, why did I do this? So what we're doing, if you can check our movies, just even our trailers only, you will see that we've got the actors that you know, and then we've got the actors that you don't know, because we want everyone ukuthi athole i-opportunity yokuthi angene kule industry abonis. And those people that are coming are just starting, not even done anything, but they're just starting. When you put them in front of the camera, you'll be shocked. Amazing. You'll be shocked. That's why we're also going back to say we need funding, because right now as I'm talking with you, we've got 3 scripts ready. Wow. 3 scripts ready. Wow. We are ready to say camera easy, everything are easy. And we are employing abantu abangakaze bathole. Sometimes those people that you are working with, they haven't, other people, they never even got even a salary. So they are so grateful. I got something. Indeed. You understand? Even if it's just a plate. Lokuthi nje nali plate uyadla for the day, and then the next thing uyashoota uyazi ukuthi even if ngishoota manje noma ngizobhadalwa late but uyazi umholo, there's a hope. We understand. So we really need a support kule industry.
You raised something about uthola ukuthi lo muntu studied drama, then uyakwata ukuthi nothing is coming. There was something I saw on social media. I'm a producer, they now taking influencers and forgetting about laba bafundi. What's your take on that?
In Njabulo Media, I will say we don't do that. I'm not going to talk about other people.
Yeah, I love the fact that you're focusing on yours.
In Njabulo Media, we don't do that because I believe which as much as God has blessed me with everything He's given me, with the man that supports like never before, and I need to be a blessing to other people. If I'm going to be taking people just because when we influencer and leave the person who knows, who have studied for this thing, which message am I giving out there? Because the person who's by influencer will move. I'm gonna act. I'm gonna understand the good you're the ones who influencer. So I really don't believe this is how we should be doing things. Yes, everybody deserves a chance. If influencer actor the way fine, let them be given a chance. But akumelanga ukuthi sibandlulule. Everybody deserves a chance. And I believe ukulanda abantu le emakhaya. Because talent there. Yes, there is talent, and labo bantu labo bane talent at the same time baba discourage ukuthi uzibuza ukuthi ngizofika kanjani. Ngizongena kanjani. Just ukuthi ngitravel from la ngiye la anginayo leyo mali.
Oh.
So thina if siyabathatha, we worked with abantu like iDark Beauty, we worked nabantu abaphuma ko Kagiso, baphuma ko Alexi, Yuval, everywhere, because again sifuna ukuthi sibe united, ungabi nokubandlulula ukuthi because kumele manje ngithathe ngoba wena understand. I don't believe in that. I believe ukuthi sonke uNkulunkulu usiphe isiphiwo as it different, so kumele si appreciate one another and sithandane ngendlela lo uNkulunkulu asithanda ngayo.
Oh, I love that. Thank you for explaining it according to wena.
Exactly. No.
Now, wrapping it up, I want you to tell me, what can we expect from Njabulo Media? Yes, you've released amazing films, but now what can we expect?
Okay. Now we've got
surprise.
Yes. We've got, like I did mention, we've got 3 scripts that are ready. So, like this question you're asking, when we went to different communities, those are the questions that we were asked. If we want to join, what do we do? If we want to come, like you talked about leadership, you talked about this and that. And just seeing people sending those messages, those Facebook messages, that, you want to do leadership, you want to do this and that. That on its own is motivating, because it shows that we are doing a good work. It's really motivating us. So we've got 3 scripts ready. So we will, like we've been doing, every time when we're going to shoot, we update on Facebook, on Njabulo Media Facebook. So anyone who wants to know what's going to happen next, you may just follow us. Yes.
Please repeat the social handles and look into that camera. Just tell them.
Okay. Our social media platforms: Njabulo Media on Instagram, Njabulo Media Facebook, Njabulo Media on YouTube.
That's it. Please follow. Yenzani into right. Now, lastly, please encourage that young person. Oti, I want to be like you. Please encourage that person.
Okay. I always believe, Uguti, if you want something, you go out there. You go for it.
Yes.
Because if you say, I want something, and you're sleeping, I push.
Yeah.
I push. Even when I see Uguti, Ubaba sendlini uzathi ifaith yakho iyangithusa. Because I will send a message to the person that you never thought ukuthi mina I will send, and like God ngithukile ne, but when uzomthatha lo yamuntu uzoyenza into right, because I believe ukuthi uNkulunkulu lo ongicreatile, because he knew me before I was even formed in my mother's womb. So I shouldn't fear anyone, because there's one thing abantu abayenzayo, abantu abasha, or not even abantu abasha, everyone ayenzayo ukuthi you fear. If you fear, you're not gonna get anything done. Fear God only. If you fear God only, everything is all right. And push for what you want. If you see, you know what, I don't have resources, I don't have money, I'm not educated. Understand?
Yes.
That cannot stop you.
Never.
Right now we've got YouTube.
Yeah,
like a channel yakho.
Yeah,
YouTube. So you
don't
learn
wait.
everything. You learn everything for free on YouTube. If you don't have data, you go to the malls where there's free Wi-Fi.
Yes.
You go, you learn everything on YouTube for free. You get that education, or that experience, which if you want to do this is what you do it. People are there for free to help. So do it. And most importantly is prayer.
Indeed.
If you don't pray, I don't think, for me now, I don't think you can make it. But with prayer, nothing is impossible. So my encouragement to everyone out there,
yes,
prayer is number 1. You put God first. You can never go wrong. When you put God first, you pray to Him to give you wisdom, to give you understanding in everything that you need. He will make sure that you're going to get it. Because the God of miracles is a God of signs and wonders. He is able to do exceedingly, abundantly, above all. Exactly.
Amen. Exactly. Sis Nompumelelo, thank you so much for taking time. I really appreciate you.
Siyabonga
Wishing
kakhulu.
you all the best, in everything that you're going to do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Kohai, I do hope you learned something. With the film industry, there's challenges actually in every industry, but we got to speak about it and actually teach each other about it. I hope from this conversation and you are going to watch this interview and also share it with others. But most importantly, don't forget to follow them, Njabulo Media, on social media platforms, and also it's Donning Experience with Chami Moroke on Twitter, YouTube, and just check us out. I really appreciate you for taking time, following us, subscribing, and telling others. We love you so much. Continue to be the best because we are inspired by you. Thank you so much.